So I love the verse for this year's retreat, and it's for if the sun sets you free, you will be free indeed. And and let me just think. Okay. So from the time that I was 17 up until I was 23, I had lots of heartache in my life. I was at 17, I was burned in a house fire, and it left 80% of my body with third-degree burns. And I had several skin grafting surgeries. I then got married, and I had my daughter Stephanie. And then after having Stephanie, I went through more surgeries on my feet, or more skin graft surgeries. And then in 1974, I gave birth to my son, and his name was Stevie. Well, his name was Stephen, so I named him Stephanie, Stephen and Stephanie, and so when I went back for my 6 weeks checkup, I found out that my test came back, my pap smear is positive for cancer. So when Stevie was 3 months old, I got up that morning, and it was the morning that I was scheduled to have my hysterectomy. So when I got up that morning to get him and Stephanie ready, he had died, and he had died of SIDS. So I actually went ahead a week right after he was buried and had my hysterectomy, because I just wanted to get away from everything. So that was a very hard time for me, and within 6 months of that time, I separated from my husband and packed my bags and Stephanie, and we headed to California. And for many of those years, I was depressed by all those years that had previously happened. I went through hard times, but still some good times during those years, up until a very dear friend of mine led me to Christ. And so I just wanted what she had. She was just happy, and she was so different than me, and I wanted some of that action that she had. And so I accepted Christ in my life, and Clancy baptized me in 2005, and my life changed so much, and I just felt so much better about life and how to cope with things. And then in 2011, I had a stroke, and it just left me mentally and emotionally distressed. And the depression that I think that I was holding back from all the times from 17 to 23, just boom, hit me, along with the mental problems. And so I just became so faithful that it just brought joy to me and gave the Lord glory. I know it did. And so I just kept telling people, I know I'm going to be healed. I will be released from these chains that I'm bound by, because I was in His Word so much. And I just became in love with Him. And I just dug deeper into the freedom part, that He was giving me freedom. And so every day I can feel freedom that I have found through Christ and through His Word. John 8:32, He says, and then you will know the truth, and the truth indeed will set you free. And He is the voice of truth, and He has set me free. And I'm thankful. And I want all this to glorify Him.
The voice of truth. I will listen and believe. I will listen